Welcome to Beery in Theory.
With Town. I think we did that wrong.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wow,
we should try that again.
That was bad.
Welcome to Townesian Theory.
With Joe Beery.
And Andrew Towns. I'm on the good side of the desk today.
Yeah, I'm on the bad side. Like, my knees don't go under the table.
It's okay, your mic is much more broken than mine is.
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it is, kind of.
Like, what is wrong with
Yeah,
your mic?
I don't know. I blame...
Get a better mic.
Who else has a radio? I blame Steph.
I blame Chuck.
Okay, reasonable.
Freaking Tom.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, this is season 2, episode 2. You can't see my hands, but I'm waving in the air excitedly.
Wait, we aren't on air yet.
We're not on air yet?
No.
How?
The sign, I don't know.
Oh, you meant like...
We have a producer for a reason, I thought.
Yeah, I thought you meant like we weren't making sound.
No, we're making sound.
I was pretty sure we were making sound.
No, we're definitely making sound.
Yeah, we're being archived. So for your viewing entertainment that you can't actually watch because you can't see through the booth. Unless you can.
Actually, the people show up all the time.
Yeah, they do. Waving my arms in the air because it's season 2, episode 2.
2-2.
This is a breakout episode.
Yep.
Where we're not going to make it like last season's episode 2 that we don't speak of.
No, you do not talk about that.
Yeah, that was a bad time in our lives, but we've gotten better at this.
Yeah, we hope.
We like plan.
We like to think we're decent.
But I don't actually know.
People are making hair gestures at us.
No.
Oh, both of our hair is sticking up wildly because of the headphones.
Good.
I don't know what that's to do with it.
That's why I normally wear a hood, but I don't have one today.
Yeah, I'm always wearing a hood.
Yeah, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to kick off the show by complaining about Florida weather because it's cold right now and it's not supposed to be because Florida.
Yeah, like as a native Floridian, I feel betrayed.
I'm not okay with it. Like, it's not cold, but it's like 45, and that's like chilly. I expected to go to Florida and like nothing below 65 would ever happen to me again.
Like, I can do hot and rainy. I can do cold and not rainy. I can do hot and not rainy.
But cold and rainy.
Cold and rainy is like the one square of the...
And like snow is good. Ugh. I like snow because snow doesn't give you pneumonia.
Yeah.
But cold and rainy gives you pneumonia.
Makes you just feel bad.
And it's a hard life for runners.
It's a hard life for people that aren't ducks.
So that was I just wanted to kick off. Towns didn't know that was coming.
No, I didn't. I was
just going off script.
Thrown for it, yeah.
Because I am upset.
Also, Towns is doing this episode without a script.
Yeah, Towns is literally not
by choice
on the script. He didn't not send. I don't know what's happening. We're gonna go to current events, which is our usual thing right now.
Yep.
Because we want to give you continuity.
Things have happened in the world.
It's ridiculous. Guess what happened right yesterday?
What happened right yesterday, Joe?
Ukraine's Yanukovych went on sick leave in the midst of the political crisis in the Ukraine. Yanukovych being the president of the Ukraine. This is a mild problem because Yanukovych was the one who can make decisions to stop the crisis in the Ukraine, and the Sochi Olympics are starting soon. Guess where Sochi is? Really freaking close to the Ukraine. This isn't good for anyone.
No. Well, it might be good for the people of Ukraine.
It's not.
Why not?
Because they are stuck in this between world where people are shooting fireworks at the cops and the cops are firing rubber bullets into the people. And Americans are warned not to leave their homes because they'll probably be firebombed for being American and not having a part in this political gesture.
Yeah, pick a side or die.
The problems that I've outlined for this are that it's not clear how long he's going to be away. Russia says no more bailout aid until a cabinet is formed in the Ukraine that makes it pro-Soviet. And protesters are rejecting an offer of amnesty. So that means that they don't care if they go to prison and they're going to continue to protest until they get what they want or, die.
Yep.
So that's a mild issue. Yeah, he's 63 and not doing well. If he dies, I don't know what happens. Like, I'm really not... Bad things could happen to good people.
Yeah.
So what are your current events?
Okay, so the Sochi Olympics are coming up soon.
I dropped that.
I know, you did. You foreshadowed a little bit. You were looking ahead into the future like what I'm doing right now.
If you're listening on tape and you hear this part, if you go backwards, I was foreshadowing in hindsight.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. We have a time machine. We just don't tell it secret. Oops.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, so the Olympics are soon. I don't know exactly what day they start.
They kick off like really soon. Like
yeah, it's.
I think it's next Tuesday or
really.
Thursday
I know it's like about a week or so.
It's like soon.
Okay, awesome. And
we're at 11 o'clock, USA time.
Yeah, because it's in
time.
Russia, which is far away from here.
Yeah. It's only being broadcast at 11 though. At 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the United States, you can watch it with English commentary. So if you don't speak Russian, 6. If you speak Russian or you want to just watch some Russian people talk and maybe some terrorism happen,
Yeah, that's a very real threat. And that's
yeah,
kind
it's
of
kind
terrifying.
of a serious problem. Like
No, it is.
there's a lot of terrorist cells that have been blowing stuff up recently to prove that they have the ability to blow stuff up just for Sochi. Yeah, don't go to the Sochi Olympics.
Yeah, no. Well,
Boycott.
yeah. So, like, that's why people are boycotting now, not because of the gay rights thing, but because of the terrorist threats.
Yeah, I'm under that impression. That's why I would boycott
Yeah.
more than anything else.
I wouldn't like either.
Yeah, you don't like homosexuals, and that sucks, but also death coming.
Yeah, that's both bad.
All of our current events are going to have to do with death because
No.
I'm in a very death mood.
Really?
Not really. But
Okay, the Super Bowl is coming up. Someone's probably going to die before then.
Bane's going to come out onto the field. I almost said pitch again. I've been watching a lot of soccer.
That-
Bane's going to come out onto the field and blow it up. And Heinz Ward's going to be like, dude, I don't play for either of these teams, but I'm running across anyway.
Also, the word Bane might come up later in the show.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it might. Just as a...
Dun, dun, dun.
Or will it?
Okay. Super Bowl is coming up.
Yes, it
I have
is.
another current event.
What
Is
is
this
it?
your current event or is this our Super Bowl talk?
I don't know. I can do more. I can do both.
You can do both.
I'm flexible.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was a foreshadowing too, I guess.
Yes,
For
yes.
another segment of the show.
Yeah. Okay. So other current events.
In Rome, this is depressing. So let's put on our sad hats.
Okay. Sad hat.
Nicola Coco Campionago was a 3-year-old in Rome, and a mafia killing just happened, and he was shot along with his grandpa and a companion. And like a 3-year-old was killed in a mafia hit. That's a serious issue. The Pope recognized it and said that it was unorthodox, unprecedented. He said it was unprecedented, and he called for the repentance of sin for the killers, and just like this, I feel like this highlights the real problem with having a mafia organization still running rampant in Italy. Like, it used to be, I mean, normally hits just affect the family members, but this is like a national tragedy, and I think all the deaths caused by the mafia should be a national tragedy. When you have a syndicate crime organization basically running your country, that's not a good thing.
Not at all.
So that's my, I just wanted to highlight this fact so we can like, I don't know, I'm just calling for isolationism again, because I'm like, screw Sochi and screw Italy, stay in America.
On a lighter note, Atlanta's broken because of snow.
It is.
They got like an inch or two of snow and they're just shut
They
down.
are freaking out.
From what I've heard, there are 10 snowplows in the entire state of Georgia.
Huh?
Yeah, like that. And so there's nothing.
That's drastic.
A big story out about that is like related to a couple baseball players for the Atlanta Braves, Chipper Jones and Freddie Freeman, who's a current player.
He's pretty
Chipper
good.
Jones is like
Chipper Jones is really good.
he retired, but he's like a Hall of Fame candidate for sure.
Right.
Freddie Freeman was tweeting out that he was stuck in traffic for 5.5 hours. And then Chipper Jones came and found him on a 4-wheeler on the highway and took him to his house.
That is awesome. That is what makes Chipper Jones one of the coolest people alive.
This is all like fairly well documented on Twitter too. Apparently Freddie Freeman just went today to retrieve his car.
So yeah,
This happened yesterday.
I saw some posts about that. People in
Yeah.
Georgia were like, they were like mad. They were like, don't hate us because we're less prepared for snow and ice. And I was like, I mean, yeah, but you're freaking out a lot.
2 inches and they're broken.
Settle yourselves.
Broken.
Settle.
Broken, I say.
I had school canceled in third grade for it.
Nice.
3 inches.
Nice.
Nice.
So, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Ah!
That was
What was
awful.
that?
I don't know.
Why'd you make that terrible sound happen?
I don't think I did.
I'm better at that chair.
I know you are. I don't think that was me, but it might have been.
Might be an invader. Is
I
that
can't
foreshadowing?
Can't talk about the Super Bowl. Okay, who's playing in the Super Bowl this year, Towns?
The Seattle Seahawks and the
And Peyton
Denver
Manning.
Broncos.
And
Peyton
literally
Manning.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
He's actually gonna walk out alone.
Yes, he
He's
is.
gonna take on the Seahawks.
All 11 players on the field against one man.
Peyton Manning throws touchdowns to himself.
And I think aren't the Broncos the favorites? I mean, Peyton's the favorite.
Yeah, Peyton leading the Denver Broncos is the favorite this year by
Yes.
7 points. So if you're a betting kind of person, and we are not because we're D1 athletes, I reject that accusation outright. You would want to go with the Denver Broncos if you're a safe bettor. But if you want to play the odds, the Seahawks are up there, man. They've played really well this season, and I think Russell Wilson's a good quarterback, and he can
And they have
persevere.
they have a special edition bag of Skittles.
They do.
Yes,
They do.
that
they
is
do, they
amazing.
do.
One of the players on the Seahawks is like supposedly like a big fan of Skittles.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, so like fans like throw Skittles on him when he like scores a touchdown and whatnot.
He eats them after he
Yes.
after he goes beast mode, as he calls it.
Yes, you know, Skittles, taste the rainbow, then go beast mode. Is their new slogan.
That's the entire. That's the full Skittles slogan that you don't often hear.
You don't, not anymore.
It's actually
Not since the proliferation of energy drinks, really. You haven't heard that.
right. The original Michael Jackson Thriller video was a Skittles commercial for going beast mode.
Yes, it was. It involved zombies.
Yeah, Michael Jackson did in fact go beast mode
Yes, he did.
after
When he-
eating Skittles.
Yes, a whole bag, and you go beast mode.
So
So maybe you can play football if you eat Skittles.
yeah, we had some tips for the Super Bowl snacks.
Yeah, we did. Skittles.
Skittles. That was basically it.
That was
Except
almost entirely
we
it.
think you should include it in all of your things. So we want to talk about Skittles pizza, which
Yes.
is literally just buy a frozen pizza and cover it in Skittles and bake it for 3 days.
Yes.
So the Skittles get nice
And a
in there.
5-degree oven.
You need the Skittles to really settle in.
Yes, you do. Talking Celsius,
A
folks.
5-degree oven.
Celsius, so it's a little bit warmer than frozen.
That's very.
Just
very-
basically de-thawing.
Very good.
It might be a
Or,
fridge. I don't know.
Skittles dip. You need to buy store-bought dip because making your own dip, you don't want to ruin it with the Skittles. But buy store-bought dip, just fill it with Skittles.
Yes.
I don't think I can make it through this bit without
No, you cannot.
store-bought Skittles.
Another
no,
suggestion-
homemade Skittles in store-bought dip.
Another suggestion I'd like to make is fruit. There are a lot of different types of fruit.
There are.
There's an orange spherical shaped one. This is often called an orange, but there are other types of orange spherical shaped fruits.
All right.
You want to get an orange. And if you open it up, you can use like a knife to cut it open, or you can like peel it with your thumb, but it might spray all over you and make it smell like orange, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if you want to stay clean, it is. And you can just try this, try an orange, see if you like an orange. Then maybe there's another banana, it's like a yellow curvy shape. These ones do tend to be bruised and kind of
Did
nasty.
you say there's another banana and then describe a banana?
Did I?
Yeah, you said there's another banana and then you.
I don't care.
You obviously know the name of this fruit. I
Yeah,
think this is a.
There's
ploy.
another banana. It's bigger. It's called a plantain.
That's our thing.
It's more green.
often fried down south. I never knew that till I got to.
By
got to
down south, you
Stetson.
mean South America or like?
I mean Stetson.
Okay, because you should mean South America.
I should.
Yes.
Oh.
That's like a South American thing.
Okay. Yeah, they're fried. I didn't know that. They're delicious, actually.
I don't like them. I don't like bananas really.
What?
I eat bananas like daily, but I don't like them.
I love them. There's one final fruit that I think we should recommend.
Yes.
There's a pit in it,
Yeah, oh,
and it's green.
is it
I reference the mythical
avocado? Oh my god, I got it. I hate those two.
An interesting l'avocat in France means France. I meant to do that with a French accent, it didn't come out right. En français means both lawyer and avocado. So if you go to France and you want an avocado, don't eat a lawyer. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, please don't eat lawyers.
Eating lawyers in France probably.
France doesn't have enough. They already have shortage of lawyers. Lawyers are not a superfood.
They're not. They don't like encourage your basic vitamin and mineral.
No, they just
consumption.
like dispute your current consumption. That's all they
It's
do.
not okay. It's not okay.
It really isn't.
The final thing I think we need to talk about the Super Bowl before we move on is the defense.
The
I mean,
defense, yeah.
Defense will not.
From fruit to defense.
It'll in no way be an important part of this game. Do you agree?
Yeah, totally irrelevant.
Yeah.
Peyton doesn't even have a defense.
No.
It's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
It's not
And
gonna matter.
the Seattle Seahawks defense is basically rated 32nd in the league.
Yes.
Or first. I don't remember.
Yeah. It depends like which way you sort it. Like is it like the top or the bottom, like first or.
I believe
It's
I
confusing,
usually
man.
click
Like
the
this
little-
leaderboard things.
I click the little arrow,
Ugh.
and
Yeah.
they're usually the bottom.
Okay.
So I don't think defense will be a factor.
Defense should not be a factor.
Yeah. So Peyton Manning.
Not at all. It's not like even a
So-
factor that it's so good or that it's so bad. It's not a
It's
factor
just
at all.
not even there.
It just
Like,
won't happen in
It's
the game.
irrelevant.
Yes.
There will be no defense.
Two offenses against each other, both throwing passes at the same time. It's going to be an amazing game. I
It's gonna be
cannot
a-
wait.
It's gonna be a
So radically
high
different.
scoring endeavor.
High scoring. So, you have predictions?
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought we were gonna do.
Yeah, no, it is.
I think Peyton will run in for 6 touchdowns
6 touchdowns?
with
Okay.
with no defense.
No defense. So,
Um,
is he kicking as well or
yeah, he'll kick
Okay.
6 field goals
6 field goals?
and he'll throw 4 touchdowns.
Okay. That's not how you'd add those. That like 6 touchdowns is 6 touchdowns. It's only like
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you can't score 6 touchdowns and then only score 4 touchdowns. It's like the numbers don't add up. They're like
no. He'll
they're
run.
like different numbers.
No,
They
no,
might be even numbers.
he
They are
runs-
in fact even
he
numbers.
runs 4. He throws 6.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
3 field goals.
Yeah. No, 6.
6 fields. I don't know.
I don't know.
So
Actually,
banana?
We should probably do real predictions.
Yes, we should.
I guess because that was
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous. I
Yeah.
think honestly, I think the Broncos win 31-21, and I think Peyton throws 2 touchdowns.
1 second. Let me think about adding numbers. It's hard for me to do.
I understand.
I'm gonna go Seahawks 34, Broncos.
Man, that's a low score.
Yeah. 30.
30.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Does snow or like actual day change anything for you?
No.
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 Like same score.
What do you mean?
Even if it's like 30 feet of snow, you think they'll still score?
I don't think there's gonna be 30 feet of snow. I would change my prediction if it was 30 feet of snow.
I think 30 feet of snow. might
I'd
fill the
change my prediction to a
stadium.
postponement. It's a lot taller than
do you
30
think
feet.
it'll change
but
anything if they play? This is important too. Like this is an update. They might play the game on Saturday night or Monday night, depending on the
No,
amount
they
of
won't.
snow.
there's gonna be no snow.
No snow.
I will look up the forecast.
There was like a theory coming that they may move the game. I don't know. But if there is snow, does it change your prediction, or do you think they'll just go? Like, do you think they'll play through snow?
Depends how much snow.
4 feet. That's way too much.
4
snow.
feet. Yeah, they're not gonna play through 4 feet of snow.
6
Yeah,
inches.
Secaucus, New Jersey is really close to where it is. On Sunday, it's expected to be 52 is the high.
So much snow.
The chance of precipitation at 4 p.m. is down to 10%.
See, it's gonna snow.
It's gonna snow.
That's basically what
Inevitable. I changed my prediction
50
to 7-0 Seahawks.
Nice. That's drastic change.
Yep.
Is Marshawn Lynch gonna score the only touchdown?
Yes.
By running across the 4 feet of snow. That
No, he's
fallen?
gonna recover a fumble, then take it in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
both offenses are on the field at the same time.
Yes, that's how the game works. Keep up.
I expect at least 4 fumbles in this game. Like honestly, like legitimately, I think there's gonna be a lot of fumbles.
Why?
Because I think both have decent defenses that aren't gonna be a factor.
What?
I think the defenses.
So the defenses don't matter, so there's gonna be a lot of fumbles. I'm Beery.
I think
Listen to my logic.
we're gonna get a lot of Mark Sanchez butt fumbles in this game.
Yeah,
At
it
least-
is that field. It
At
is
least
that field.
two per team.
Two butt fumbles per team. New Super Bowl record.
We should move on before I say
Yeah,
worse
we
things about
should
the Super Bowl.
definitely move
Watch
on.
the Super Bowl. This is an official NFL ad that I'm not being paid for.
Yeah, not enough people watched the Super Bowl last year, so we really don't want to get canceled.
Yeah.
We'd like you to come back for another season.
Towns, Howard Cosell are all providing the Super Bowl this year.
Yes.
We're doing the halftime show. Hashtag
Yeah.
Bieber but better did not trend. I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, most people are just like,
Hashtag Bieber but better, people. Get it up there.
listen to us.
Get it on Twitter.
Your media is lying to you.
Hashtag Bieber but better.
Bieber but better.
Today-
Hashtag before
today I defended Justin Bieber.
For what reason?
I think he's getting too much flack. Like he screwed up and it's bad, and I think jail's where like he needs to be. But I also think like he's getting hate mail and like national hate, and I think we're forgetting that he's a human being. I think we forget that a lot about celebrities. Like I think we dehumanize them, and that's just not fair. Like it's not cool what we do, and I think we also create like environments where we propel them to do these stupid things by pushing them into niche followings that demand these things of them, and then they're like marginalized.
Also, do you think it's possible that Bieber is just doing this crazy stuff to get more media attention than his next album that he releases because he's not done? Obviously.
I think that's incredibly true, but I also feel bad for him because like it's a bad path that he's on, and I don't think it's like good for his health.
It
And he's a
probably
human
isn't
being,
good for his
and
health.
he's a human being, and I'm worried about his health.
Okay. Ow, that has gum in there.
Oh, it bounced off your mic.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Okay, so advice.
That's my headset.
The next is the
Yeah,
advice
okay.
section.
Advice.
Dun dun dun.
We're gonna give you advice
These
in
are
this section. We're gonna
these
give
are
you advice.
sound
in this
effects?
No, we have a theme song for this. Gonna give advice to ya. This is your questions and we will give you advice. That part was visual.
It was great.
Okay.
All right, so we received questions and not questions,
Yes.
both. So we're gonna answer all of them.
Yes, we are.
Towns, or do you want to alternate, or do you want to just each do our list?
Alternate.
All right, my first question was, where is Chuck Norris? And I assume he's in his home in Texas.
That sounds likely.
That's my guess. Or orbiting the Earth like Superman.
Yes.
One of the two.
I have a question. What should I be for Halloween? First off, it's February. You're too late to think about this stuff. Second, you need to make a homemade Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costume,
I agree.
and you need to let it out in the sun to bake
Yes.
at 5 degrees Celsius
Right.
for 6 months.
Very nice. Very
Then you
nice.
can apply paint.
Genius.
Yes. That's my advice.
Why is the Bill of Rights important? I think the Bill of Rights is important because otherwise we're like lacking in basic human freedoms that weren't included in the Constitution, and without those basic freedoms, we're kind of living in a violent society that is lawless, and the government oppresses us drastically and stuff. Like they make us quarter troops and they try us unfairly, and we're not allowed to talk, or be religious or print things. So that's why the Bill of Rights is important.
Okay, I have a question directed specifically at me.
Okay.
It wasn't so much advice. It was.
I have
Hey-
a question that's, who the freak is Towns?
Oh, I have a question that's Hey Towns, I'm your biggest fan. What do you smell like? People. People is what I smell like.
People's what you smell?
Yeah, I smell like a person.
That's
'Cause I'm a
interesting.
real person.
I don't believe you. That's not true. I blatantly believe
You should believe me.
Yeah, you're very in
It's
front of
so
me.
obvious they believe me.
I'm going to jump to who the freak is Towns. I received the question like last minute before the show from one of my friends who's a massive fan of John and Hank Green. They're a nerd fighter. I'm a nerd fighter.
Am I the
Towns is-
Dave Green of Townesian
Towns-
theory?
You're Hank Green.
Dave Green.
Is that a thing? Dave Green's the third brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the third brother. What?
The third unsuccessful brother.
Yeah, the third unsuccessful brother who didn't make it into the group.
Am I the unsuccessful Towns of Townesian theory?
Yeah, I think so. Why are there three of... Wait, what?
I don't
Anyway,
know.
who the freak is... I'm going to try to emulate the Green Brothers, but I probably can't do it as well. So, Towns is a large, white, furry beast who often wanders through the Arctic, and he's often called indomitable, and he eats small pigs for lunch.
They aren't small.
He eats large pigs for lunch.
Yep.
You're up.
Okay, what happened to Brian on Family Guy? Well, the writers got bored because they didn't have enough people watching, so they killed a person then brought him back. Also, the person was a dog. They killed a dog then brought him back.
That's dark. What is porn? Actually, a question I received. I'll tell you when you're older. That's.
How old was the person that asked?
I don't know.
You
I
don't.
don't
You
wanna
don't. They
know.
didn't tell you. They
Nope.
didn't get like the full
Nah.
rundown of.
Nope.
Wow, you have a much less strict application process than I do to ask
you
questions.
take long
Yeah.
drawn out. It's basically applying
So-
for your FAFSA
Yeah.
for Towns.
Through this process, I got the great question: where's the nearest Walmart? Just head down Woodland.
How do you know they're here? What if they're in a different country,
I don't care.
a state?
I just know where the nearest Walmart is. It's always down
Greenwich,
Woodland.
Ohio. That's true.
Go down that big street near you live, and then you'll find it somewhere on the left or right.
How is the ACT scored, and how should I study? The ACT, it has a composite score and then 4 sub-scores, and they're based on the 4 subjects, and it's determined based on your number of answers and a difficult algorithm that I don't remember. And you should study by arbitrarily reading good books and doing basic geometry for a few hours, and then playing like 5 hours of Halo the night before and getting 3 hours of sleep, then doing a 9-mile run before the test, and then taking it and getting a 32.
What is the ACT out of? Like, that's the legitimate question. I want to know.
36.
36, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
learned something today.
And that was my study strategy. I don't know if it works for everyone.
Yeah, I bet 9 miles would kill some people before they ran it.
Probably.
Yeah, they'd be late to the test because they...
Because they were dead.
yeah, because they were dead.
Yeah.
Okay, who is Christian Bale? I received this question from none other than our producer. He's an actor.
That was your answer?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been in movies.
Why am I so
And probably TV.
why am I so tired? You may have an iron deficiency. You may also have been working out a lot recently, or you have a lack of sleep, and you should go into a small coma for the next 4.5 hours or days, depending on the amount of tired you are, and you should deal with it. And if you don't feel better after that, consult your local physician or medicine man, or align your chakra. I hear that works too.
Okay, I had a question received. Does a chocolate chip cookie taste good on a hamburger?
Yes.
The answer is At first it's weird, but then it starts to taste good.
It gets better.
It does really get better.
Yeah.
Like the last few bites, I was like, do I want more cookie or do I want more hamburger or both?
And then you wonder, like,
Yeah.
sometimes you go back and get both.
Yeah, I went back and got pizza and cookie, and that was a mistake.
We did that once.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
not a good
still a
choice.
mistake.
Yeah.
I was thinking I had to like found a newfound love for chocolate chip cookies, but that love was already there.
My favorite question that I got in my last one was, how can I keep from singing? And my answer is don't. Just sing your heart out, man. Go out there. You might be a woman. This was anonymous. But just go out there and, like, do your thing. Like, belt it to the world. And if they judge you, just carry on, man. Just do.
I had the question, if I'm alive in 2050, what will kill me? The answer is nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
The death of, Gingers? Was that the thing?
No, it was like period, like me specific, not me, like the person who asked the question called themselves me. How arrogant, I
Oh.
know.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
You can't be doing stuff like
Me would never do that. Sorry, that was a joke, because I would never call me.
that. Right.
Wait, what?
You're falling apart.
Sorry, I would never call I me.
Should we start a
It's just better if I don't say this word.
Should we start a different bit?
We should probably start a
Feel
different
like
bit
you're
before
falling
I
apart.
seem like super heroic.
So, our running. I'm just gonna tell them it's a running gag, which is like the first no
no.
of doing things.
No, you can't acknowledge the running gag.
Fine, I won't acknowledge. The
You gotta
running gag.
make him surprised, so when the character walks out on stage, the whole live studio audience on Saturday night just starts clapping, like yeah,
Fine.
this character's back.
We'll come back to the thing I'm not telling you is a running gag. That way you don't know what it is. Myths of Deland. This week we want to talk about the coven in the woods.
Yeah, there is a coven in the woods.
There's like a sign that says sorcery and witchcraft beware, do not cross premises.
Yes, it's right.
And it's right next to our athletic center.
It is very close to Stetson University, which is part of the historic district of DeLand.
It's just this house buried back in the woods. It's
It's
terrifying.
Legitimately terrifying, and I kind of want to explore it tonight.
I think no.
Okay.
But maybe we'll see. It's like I feel like there are things that happen there that I don't want to know about.
Witchcraft is the answer.
Witchcraft is the thing I don't want to know about. Yeah. It worries,
You'll learn.
It worries me quite a bit.
I could see where that would worry you.
Yeah. That was a kind of crappy myth because we haven't done much research.
Yeah,
on myths
no,
of DeLand.
we're going to investigate
we're
this.
gonna-
We'll get back to you next week.
We're gonna have good myths of DeLand from now on.
No, next week we'll get back to you on the same myth.
We will, but like
After a thorough investigation.
I mean, we'll start producing good myths.
But, like, seriously, we should actually look into this.
We should.
I'm curious what that house is.
No, I agree. Like, we also run by it every day, and if we're gonna die, I want to know why.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. It's like what everyone wants to know. That's why everyone asked me that question.
So Spider-Man 3, too many villains?
I'm going to go with yes. I think there were too many villains. They were just, like... They could have easily made what they had two movies. Like, Venom deserves his own movie as his own character.
I agree.
I think. Sandman was kind of just, like, thrown in, it seemed.
Yeah.
Kind of just to start the plot, really.
Yeah. I think they marginalized every villain because they had so many to cover.
Agreed.
And, like, every villain is so complex, especially Venom. Venom is incredibly
Venom's awesome.
complex in
Like,
the
that's, like,
comics.
seriously, like, the best villain.
And they didn't manage to capture
in the
all of his
comics.
deep, like, psychological things. And he was defeated, like, so rapidly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they did set it up to have Carnage, and Carnage is awesome. But,
Carnage
like,
would have been awesome.
I want a Carnage movie, but it's never
Me
gonna
too. I
happen.
really want one.
Yeah.
Maybe the current Spider-Man franchise will have one.
I hope.
That'd
But,
be-
like,
that's
a
seriously
Carnage
awesome.
movie would be rated like NC-17.
That would be amazing, though.
He just like, kill people haphazardly.
so good.
He like cut people. He's a serial killer,
Yeah, but
which I'm okay with because it's like cool. But
as long as you glorify it, it's fine.
yeah. No, but like Carnage is so like he's like the coolest villain ever. And Toxic, they're just
Yeah.
neat. Symbiotes are awesome. If you have a chance to get a symbiote that turns you into a Spider-Man villain, do it. You'd be like the coolest character in the comics.
Right?
And you just beat up on Spider-Man all the time.
Yes.
I don't know why you want to kill everyone. I really don't know.
No, so, yeah, you agree on the Spider-Man 2 minute villains?
I think Spider-Man 3 did have too many villains. Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 had one villain.
Spider-Man 2 had too many villains too, because I hated it. Like, there was-
Too many arms on that octopus guy.
Yeah, it was just too many. Should have been 2. He had
Should have been
5.
2.
6, 4, 3, 4, 4,
4.
4.
And then, like, his person arms.
Doc Ock had 6 appendages.
Like, if
Octopuses
you
have
count
8.
his human arms.
Right, octopuses have 8.
It doesn't matter. What are they going to call him? Doc Sept.
Actually, he had 8.
Okay.
Because the 4 arms, and then his arms, and then his legs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't count legs as arms, though.
I don't either.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo in that
But he
way.
didn't walk on his back thing.
Actually, I guess octopuses don't really have any... Octopi don't have any arms anyways.
They don't. They have tentacles?
Yeah, they're called tentacles.
Oh, squid.
Don't look them up in the context of anime in Japan.
I hear it's a bad idea to do such
In
things.
previous questions that you've mentioned.
We prepared a game for them today. Do you want to play our game?
Yeah, let's play our game.
We have another game too, but we're hoping we don't get to it because it's not very good.
Yeah. Which one would that be?
That's the word association game that we always play.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's our filler.
Our throwback.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da,
We
thrower.
we came in with extra material just in case this happened to be like last year's episode.
Yeah, we were kind of paranoid.
Yeah, we didn't want
So we tried to get like a good guess too.
and we have no guest.
We don't have a guess, but
It didn't work.
yeah, no.
Which is a lot like last year.
Yeah,
But
it
this year-
is.
But now we know how to handle not having a
We
guest.
do, we do know
Last
how to-
time we didn't. We were like, no, guest.
Yeah, what do we do? We
Arbitrarily sit around and stare at our hands
describe the room around
and
us,
we plan next week's show.
make a bad spin-off.
So, Towns, do you want to play Energy Drink or Soap?
I do want to play Energy Drink or Soap.
Like 3 seconds before the show started, I'm going to admit to it. 3 seconds before the show started, I came up with an idea.
Yep.
Energy drink or soap. Since I spend way too much time in a CVS or other such convenience stores, and I see things like soaps named weird stuff and energy drinks named weird stuff. So I decided that we should look up names for various energy drinks and soaps, and we should name them, and we should see if the other one can guess what they are. And if you guess wrong, you have to drink the thing.
Yep.
We're gonna make a note, and later we'll take pictures, and you have to drink a shot of whatever you got wrong.
Yep.
Of. So like we might be drinking a lot of soap.
Or energy drinks.
We might drink. Yeah, I hope I miss energy drinks and not soap.
Yep. I do have a bunch of like the Red Bull soap at my dorm right now. So
Red
yeah.
Bull, the Red Bull soap.
Yeah, Red Bull soap.
Oh no.
Yep.
Please tell me that's not an option. Like
Nope,
you're
it
gonna
is.
say Red Bull and we'll be like drink, and you'll be like nah, Red
Nope.
Bull soap.
Nope. I'm gonna say Red Bull. And you're gonna be like soap, and I'm gonna be like nah, drink. Ah.
Ah.
Oh wait, I just ruined my surprise.
You did. I'm screwed.
Yep.
All right.
What?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Ice Mountain.
Soap.
It is a soap.
Yes.
It is. We start
Yes.
off easy.
Lava.
Soap.
Yep.
If I just get soap for all of them, then I can't possibly have to drink soap. I just realized that.
Yep.
Ocean breeze.
Soap.
Yeah.
Gonna take your strategy now.
You're just gonna stop
Chlorophyta.
asking. What? Oh,
Chlorophyta.
soap.
Algae. You have to drink it.
What?
It's a type of algae.
I don't like where this
green
game
algae.
I don't like where this game is gone.
Okay, eucalyptus.
Soap.
Yep.
That has to be because it's like what koala bears eat.
Known for eating soap. The koala bear makes his way through the
Yeah,
forest.
You bathe the koala bear and then it just eats it.
Yep.
Latin lover.
Soap.
Drink.
Okay.
I don't know how to get it though.
Get some and I'll drink
I don't
it.
know what it is though.
Reviva.
Soap.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. Yeah, that can't be a drink. No one would buy that. Irish love.
Soap.
Drink. It's a drink. I think it's partially alcoholic.
Very
So I
possible.
don't know if we can buy it.
Protex.
Condom.
Nope.
Soap.
Yep.
Did you look up any drinks?
Include soaps as drinks. Yes.
Crisp cucumber.
Soap.
Yeah.
Kiss my face.
Drink.
Soap.
No.
Yeah, no, it's soap.
Really?
I didn't lie about that one.
I would totally I would drink that.
Yep.
No, I wouldn't. But I'm gonna have to because of the virtue of the game. Virus of beauty.
Soap.
Drink.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Like it legitimately is.
Yeah, the virus of beauty is a drink.
I feel like I learned something tonight.
Yeah, there's some weird crap out there that people drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought this game would be fun, but you didn't look up any drinks.
Nope. Nos.
I want to say drink because I've seen it before, but I have this feeling you found Nos soap. Drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
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 Soap.
Drink.
Sorry, I'm just guessing soap a bunch because I don't want to drink soap. I'm
I'm already
afraid.
drinking soap. You better drink some soap.
No, I'm not gonna drink soap. Oh, what was that one? I had a really good one in my head somewhere.
You're bad at radio prep.
Yeah, it was in my head. No, if it's in my head, I can find it eventually.
I'm not gonna leave you alone.
Let me just look around. Okay,
I'm
take
not-
a left, go right, forward, forward.
Don't take us through your brain. It's a
Forward,
scary place.
forward. Oh no, it's winter and now I'm being chased by a guy with an axe.
Oh, goodness. I was afraid that was going to happen.
Yep, it happens all the time in my life.
Gosh darn it, Towns.
Gosh darn it, teens.
What? Towns just became a Looney Tune.
It's a well documented fact that I'm a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Okay,
it is.
grandpas.
Soap.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
It's a soap called grandpas. I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Found a list of soaps. 92 of them. Pineapple
Banana Craze, spelled with a Z.
Soap.
Booze, actually.
Okay.
It's a I think it's like a shop thing. I don't
A
really know.
schnapp.
Yeah, it was on my list of energy drinks, but they were like primarily alcohol. Pineapple Banana Craze is
Okay.
it's like Four Loko.
Bravo.
That's like laundry detergent.
No, it's not.
Soap.
Yeah. Which is kind of similar.
Dude wipes.
That's- I'm afraid of what this is, so I'm not gonna guess. I'm legitimately scared right now. Dude wipes.
By not guessing, it means you're gonna drink them.
Okay, soap.
But I think they're a solid.
I'm gonna drink a solid.
I'm 90% sure they're a soap, but from what I saw, they could be like tablets.
They could be. What?
Ow.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
What,
You like put them in your bath and then make it bubbly and dude wipe. I don't even know.
Dude bubble
I
wipe.
don't even want I don't even want to know
'Kay.
what these do.
I don't know.
Dude wipes. These were on like Walmart's website when I googled soap.
Inviga.
Inviga?
Yep.
Is that like gangster soap?
No, it's an energy drink.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You looked up a drink. I
Burn.
feel like you did that in the last 4 seconds.
I know, like 14, give or take.
I'm out of things.
Okay.
So I guess you can just quiz me now off the internet.
Simtex.
Low grade explosive.
Yep. Energy drink.
What?
Yep.
Why would you put that in your body? It's a plastic explosive.
Yeah, it took his name from Simtex, a well-known plastic explosive. That's awesome.
That's what I just.
I want this. Red Bull.
Soap.
Yep. Now you have to drink some energy drink.
All right, I have to drink like 4 energy drinks and a couple shots of soap.
And
so-
an algae,
And an algae. Pictures will be up from this later if we remember to actually do it.
which we won't.
If I get away with not doing it.
Yep, you won't.
Unfortunately, it's not been recorded.
Yes, this is forever preserved on the computer here at
SoundCloud. One.
SoundCloud. How to rate? It's gonna be on SoundCloud. It's not there
Producers
yet.
Looking at me with malicious intent.
What is happening?
It's Creativity Hour.
Yay!
I agree with you. Earlier this week, Towns told me that we abuse the word hour now because of our radio show.
Yeah, we just say hour for everything.
I was like, Towns, it's stop and stare at the sun during our run hour. He was like, that's not a thing. And
It's
I was
not
like,
an hour.
I was like, no, it's like 4 seconds.
It's not often an hour. I think I've made it an hour before.
That's nice.
I'm sure I've made
why
it
don't
an hour.
Why don't we stop and look at the sun more often?
I think I just found out how to whistle.
Did you not know how to whistle before?
I can't whistle.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
We should teach you on air.
Okay.
That's,
And that's how you know we're getting better at season 2, episode 2, and season 1, episode 2.
that could be our creativity.
We
for
can
a week.
fill air with blowing air.
Sorry, guys. There was a small hurricane in the booth.
And that's a recurring theme from season 2 now.
It is.
But air and booth.
Blowing-
Okay.
blowing
So
air.
creativity hour.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Before we actually do our creativity hour, like, guys, hit us up with your creativity because we want to express it on our page and we want to
Yeah.
shout outs for being awesome because we know our listeners are really cool. And Megan's making fun of my hand motions right now because my hand motions are not for me. But
Also, if you have-
can't see them, so
Yes. Also, if you have any questions at all, they can be anything. You can send them in anonymously, and we will answer them.
we will.
We answer them. Yeah, you can just
Honestly.
make some use your old stupid Yahoo email account from when you were 12. That's
Email us. And was it A-Towns?
Old magic
Stetson.edu.
at Stetson.edu. It wouldn't be Stetson.
I hope
It'd
they
be Yahoo.
when I was 12 and my name is Old Magic.
Yes. It's clever.
Oliver Old Magic.
Oliver Old Magic. Yeah, speaking of Stetson emails, someone in here was writing down like the officer list for Stetson had a radio. They put Tom Ecker, his email, Joe Palmero, his email, Luis Garcia, his email, Andrew Towns. They spelled Stetson Steaton. There's no like second S in the Stetson, so I crossed it out and fixed it for you guys. But now I made the paper look all ugly. But I want people to know my email. Okay, music interlude over. Beery, show us your creativity.
I'm gonna rap haikus.
But seriously, people, send in your creativity and questions.
But for real, like, and it can be like artwork or songs
We'll
or
describe your paintings.
videos of you like doing free verse poetry.
Please, those.
Dude, like anything you want to do. 1 week I'm gonna do some free verse poetry, and it's gonna be
Good.
weird. Like
Good.
It's gonna be weird and good, and Towns is gonna snap his applause. And I want
Practicing.
to at some point I want to paint something on a wall, which is considered vandalism. But
It's
I'm
called a
gonna do it.
mural also.
Yeah, it's either gonna be vandalism or mural. I'm not sure which yet. So I wrote a couple haikus, and by a couple I mean 3, because that's not actually a couple unless you're like unless you're a Mormon, I guess, because then.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're like a weird 3-person couple.
So my first one is my deep one, and my other 2 are just not deep. But, these are 552 haikus because I find them the easiest to write. So, joy in the morning, sleep in the evening. What else? And I was thinking, yeah, like in the morning, I wake up and I want to feel joyful, and I often do when I'm running. And in the evening, I'm dead tired because of the morning that I was feeling joy in, so I just want to sleep. And I put what else for 2 reasons. It serves like antithetical properties because or purposes, not properties. I'm silly. Like it asks the question, what else is there? Like what else do I really want? Am I content? But it also like it asks it like, yeah, I'm content, but at the same time, it also asks like, am I content? Like there are other things that I could be doing, like, and seeking in life than sleep and joy, and I'm wondering what they are. And I think there are other things in life that we seek that
Very likely.
besides sleep and joy. So,
Very possible.
my second haiku is running harder now. Oxygen debt comes home now, and that's just a run. A haiku describes a run. And my third one is directed directly at Towns. 552.
I'm listening.
575.
You can do 552s. And then mile repeats are hard. They hurt my insides 10 miles. That was a suggestion for the workout we have to do tonight. Because I don't want to do mile repeats. I'd rather do a hard 10.
Okay. So now I have a poem for you guys. You feeling that anticipation yet? It'll hit you soon if it hasn't yet.
Thanks.
My name is Andrew, but you can call me Towns. I rule this town. Each and every day, I go out of my way to eat whey. Yes, that way. I think it tastes good, but I'm probably wrong. I wouldn't really know. What is whey anyways? Why can't we know? Why won't anyone tell us? Because it's a conspiracy. A modern form of piracy. Piracy of our mind. Robbing our brains of knowledge. So, about what some foods are and what some foods aren't. And what happens when we die. Just kidding, we don't die. That's another lie. Just like whey. What are curds? Over.
So that was like deep, man.
It was way deep, yo.
It was kind of weird
What are curds and whey?
in the middle.
That's what I want. That's what I want to know.
What are curds?
I want to know. I want someone to tell me what curds and whey are.
Curds.
That's why I wrote this poem.
Curds are like the chunky part of milk.
And whey is.
Whey is a type of. It's like a type of protein that's derived from something. Do either of you guys know? I don't know.
No one knows because the government is hiding. Okay.
Google it and throw it up on our Facebook page if you know what curds or whey are.
Yeah, please. I want to know.
I'm sure you know. Like somebody out there knows. And
Someone's got to know.
We could very easily Google it,
Yeah.
but
like,
we want you to interact with us
Poetry is easier than Googling these days.
because we miss you.
Googling just takes like tenths of a second.
It's so hard.
So long.
I have to type. Somebody gave me a Twizzler.
You ruined our innuendos.
It's a giant Twizzler.
Someone gave me. Our producer gave me a giant Twizzler.
Shh. No food in the booth.
Our producer didn't do anything.
Hey.
Hey guys.
I'm chewing on air.
Okay. I get it. You're chewing on air and on air. You made
Yeah.
a pun.
yeah, that's what's happening.
You made a pun. Okay, so
Do you want to talk about ourselves?
yeah, we're gonna do personal hour.
I don't know, guys. We need to like know what you want to hear
Yeah,
from us. on
tell
the
us what you
show.
want to hear, and we will do it.
So we're gonna do personal hour this week.
If you give us a whistle and tell us to like blow the whistle on air, we'll do it.
We will. But for real,
I
though,
have a
like,
whistle right here.
For real, this isn't good. We're gonna do personal hour, and we're gonna see if you guys like it because we don't know if it was good last semester or not. Like we're really unsure of how you felt. So give us feedback because we'll change. We're here to please you. That was annoying and short-lived. That was a weird bit.
I was trying to start personal hour.
Weird bit. It's getting worse.
Foul.
Yellow card?
Someone help me.
Red card?
No. Well, it would be.
Oh, crap. I got
Crap.
kicked out of the booth.
I found a pen.
Oh.
Found a pen in my backpack. Guess that's expected.
All right,
Yeah,
do you
I
want
think I should expect
do you want to
that.
kick it off? Because my
My
personal hour is going to make me cry, and after
Okay.
that I just won't be able to function.
personal hour is not gonna make me cry. So this week is Campus Movie Fest at Stetson.
Yay!
Yay, where people make movies. And they don't have to be silent films, as someone told me earlier today. Some silly person named Kyle.
That's random.
Yeah, he's wrong. But people are making silent films. Shout out to you, Josie, if you're listening still. If you aren't still listening, shout down to you. Yeah, so Campus Movie Fest. So we're making movies and stuff. And I'm learning a lot about movies and, like, lighting and, like, just Googling a bunch. And now I'm watching people play with charades in the booth. That's not exactly how I expected this day to go right now. Wow. Look what I just found. Yeah, okay, so Campus Movie
Oh,
Fest. I'm
that's
making a movie. It's gonna be weird. It's like vaguely derived from my life. Like the plot, like vaguely it's like I had like a thought one time like, oh, should I do this? Oh, maybe. Then I realized, oh, I could make this into a movie about like that me thinking that and then later doing that fictional thing in the movie that I didn't actually do. It's not really me in the movie. The guy's name is Dwight, and that's all I'm gonna give away.
It's The Office.
Nope, it's a guy's name. There's
Oh.
a difference between offices and names.
There
Beery.
is? Really?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah,
My life's been a lie.
clearly. So you think there's just a Joe Beery out there that's an office?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. The things you know. Not much. That's what I'm trying to say.
I blame my fight with diabetes.
Yeah. Type 2 or type 1?
All.
Okay. So 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a market demand curve. You just add everything together.
Yep. Yay, adding.
The struggle.
Okay, so you gonna do your personal hour or are you gonna...
What else would I do?
I
I'm just
don't-
gonna stare blankly at
Yeah,
you
you
for-
could...
for the next
You know what? It's radio. That won't work.
11 minutes. I know.
Okay.
They won't.
Yeah.
They'll be bored and they'll cancel their subscriptions.
But I think Beery's personal hour might have something to do with about why we are a radio show.
Oh yeah, my face. I thought that's the way I should lead in. Guys, I'm an idiot, and I admit it openly, because Towns and I, as you know, are runners, and we run twice a day, which means one of our runs will be at night. And at night there is not very much light, and you miss certain things like giant, dark wooden poles in the middle of the sidewalk. Most people don't, but I do. And so while turning to talk to Towns and running down such a sidewalk at such a dark time, running about 9.58 miles an hour, collided directly with a pole and broke my face. Nothing's actually broken, but I have scratches all over my face, and I'm basically an incredibly ugly human being right now.
Yep.
And so today someone told me that it's a good thing we have a radio show because now I truly have a face for radio.
I promise, guys, it wasn't me.
It was one of the meanest things I've heard in a while. Yeah, so I am beat up a little bit. And that's why we have a radio show. Apparently that's why we have a radio show, so that people can't see my ugly face.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sad about that. So that's my personal. But also I'm fighting with diabetes. That's not true.
Yeah, stop making jokes about that.
But like I'm saying that because like lately I've been thinking about how like easy it is, how a lot of runners like think about the food they eat in terms of how the running cancels the fat, but it doesn't cancel like the heart disease or the diabetes that can set in. So I've been thinking like we need, even though we're not getting fat off of what we eat as runners, we need to like still watch what we eat because you can still develop heart disease and diabetes. So that's my fight with diabetes and my fight with heart cancer. I thought those were important things to mention on air.
Heart cancer?
Yeah, heart disease.
I think you're using something as a synonym that isn't a synonym.
Does he in cancer?
Yep.
I wonder if heart cancer can be gotten by such things.
What has begotten?
Begotten?
Begetted?
Our fact check is saying no. That heart
Also,
cancer.
our other fact check, just an update on the Kurds and Whey thing. We had relatively, I don't know if she's a new fan or an old fan. I can't really tell because I don't know if she listened at all last semester. But Josie, last name starts with a K. Opal. She said that curds and whey are actually the lumps in liquid found in cottage cheese. I don't know if I've ever eaten cottage cheese. So, yeah.
That is special.
Turns out I wrote a poem about something that doesn't affect me.
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Dang, man.
Yep.
I blame the government
Me too.
that you don't.
It's probably
You don't know cottage cheese well
I would blame the government anyways.
because you guys aren't tight.
Nah, we hardly know each other. Good thing we're on air right now.
I know. I'm happy
I'm content
that
as
this
well.
show didn't go like last.
Yeah.
season.
Exactly. We've about halfway through the show last time. Can we reflect on that actually?
I think we should.
we should actually reflect.
We have some more content, but
Yeah.
we're gonna cut it and talk about last season
Yep.
because, guys, that was bad.
Season episode 2 was bad.
We're sorry.
Yeah, for those of you that listened,
That happened.
we got all excited. Okay, first show, guys, come on. It'll be a lot of fun. And it was great. The first show was awesome.
It was
It
really
was a lot of
good.
fun.
People called in.
Yeah.
We got mad
People
at them.
listened. We had a great guest,
Yeah.
Sammy Joe.
Sammy Joe, man.
And then,
this show owes her a lot.
Yeah, really probably does.
But
But,
yeah.
Yeah, then
And
episode
then
2.
We didn't have a guest because Mayari canceled on us. Shout out to Mayari, by the way. He's not here anymore.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like he died. He got mono and had to drop out of college.
So basically died.
Yeah, that's close for college. He'll be back. Don't worry, he didn't leave Stetson forever, but he couldn't stay this semester. So shout out to Paxton because we love him and we miss him. But he canceled on us, so I hate him, but not really. And we ended up just stumbling through a show. And we really want to thank you guys because you stuck with us. If you're listening today and you heard that night,
Hopefully you weren't. Hopefully none of that is no one.
yeah, hopefully you don't know what I'm talking about.
Hopefully no one actually
And
listened.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're our kind of people. But those who did hear with us and stuck with it, you're the reason that we're able to do this still. You
Yep.
kept us going.
The fact that we proved that we could entirely fail and you would still sort of support us.
Yeah, didn't your
For
dad?
the most part.
Didn't your dad reprimand you
Probably.
for not doing well?
I don't know. Maybe. He was right though.
He was no, I totally agree.
If he did do that, he was right.
It was a bad show.
Yeah, it was. We ran out of material 25 minutes in and just scrambled for.
We planned the next week.
We scrambled for stuff, but we didn't find anything.
Yeah.
We're oh my gosh, we need to do something. We need to do something. Then we did nothing.
We just sat there. And
Yeah, we just talked
we basically did what we're doing now, but we didn't have content we could have fallen back on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with what we're doing now because we were prepared.
Yes. For the most part.
For the most part.
For the most part, we were prepared.
Last time, it was just man, we have nothing.
Yeah, we're wow, we thought we had stuff, then we stopped having stuff. I can look through the notes for that episode.
That was, I don't even want to know.
I do.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
I deleted the notes from my computer.
I think I did that too.
Someday we might have a revamp of episode 2. That was back when Bosco the bear was still alive.
Oh dear.
Bosco
was the worst.
Bosco was a good friend of the show.
Bosco was a friend of the show, but he sometimes you just gotta cut people out when they aren't working
I know.
super well.
Poor Bosco.
I'm sorry, Bosco, but
He died.
you obviously
became a
weren't
llama
the
briefly.
best fit for the show.
He wasn't. He didn't talk much.
Yeah.
He didn't play much of a role.
Yeah. Weren't we gonna talk about Jenga?
Yeah.
I really want to play Jenga.
Yeah, you want to play Jenga on air.
I still really want to play Jenga on air. I think that's a terrible idea, but I want to do
Such
it.
a not visual medium.
Exactly. That's why I want to do it.
Oh my gosh.
We can just say the tower is leaning now.
So someday we
It's
may
leaning a little bit to the right.
Someday we may play Jenga on air, guys.
Yeah.
And on that day, I will we'll warn you, so you don't have to come that night. So
Yeah.
You don't even have to pay attention
No, yeah.
to what's happening.
No,
in
it's a
this
good
show.
choice for everyone involved.
Probably won't even go on air. We'll probably just play Jenga in the booth and say we did a show.
Yep. It's like the dating thing because no one else listened to prove that it
was
happened.
A terrible night.
Huh?
That was a terrible show.
It was I thought it was a good stage show.
I don't know why we're reminiscing on episode 2 of season 2. This seems like a thing we do on the series finale.
Yeah. Yeah, we reflect on the
Season-
show by
Season 2, Episode 2, guys. The end of Townesian Theory.
we will re-air it.
It's been a good run.
It's been a good run.
I'm a little sick, guys. Sorry for all the snorting I've been doing during this show. I've been like trying to get the snot back in my head. Why are you?
What?
Why'd you just remove the cover of your
I-
microphone?
Wanted to get a hat.
Towns is now going to wear his microphone hat.
Yeah.
He looks like a Russian warrior.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you have one of the fluffy hats.
No, I was saying that I don't look like a Russian warrior. I am a Russian warrior.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! Russian warrior hat fell
It
off.
fell off. Now you're just a Towns.
Now I'm just a Towns.
Hey, you're a unicorn. A couple days ago, I could have put that on my horn. I
Yeah.
would've stayed there.
Beery didn't mention this, but he had a horn when he ran into the pole.
Yeah, it got really like lumpy, and I had to ice it. And Towns stayed with me briefly because I looked like a dead.
You did look like a dead.
It was a sad night, guys. I had a bad time.
I could see where not many people would have enjoyed that.
I looked in the mirror and contemplated my future as a model. Not really though. I did contemplate my future as like a person with a face.
So a model.
Yeah, a model. That's how that works.
Most models have faces, except for like the hand ones.
So this has been
Yeah,
fun,
it's
Town.
been a-
We should
been a
do
fun
this.
show.
We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, about next week at Thursday.
You gonna do this next week at Thursday at 7?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, how's that
Yeah, I'm
work for
free.
you? How's that work for you, audience?
Audience, you guys good?
You good with that?
You guys good?
Next
Audience?
next week at 7. I meant the people listening.
Oh, I'm talking to like the
Alright.
stage audience. They're
Again,
just
if-
shaking their heads
If
no.
you're listening to this on SoundCloud, you're the prime audience. That's not true. If
You
you're
might
listening-
actually be sort of
If
up
you're
there.
listening to this on SoundCloud, you're cool because you listen to us on SoundCloud.
And you listen to the whole thing.
And also,
If you hear us
yeah,
right now, you listen to the whole
if
thing.
you heard
That's
you
something.
somehow made it through the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Of just nonsense.
Exactly.
And we want your input. We want your awesome because you are made of it. I just stole another thing from the Nerd Fighters, and
Yeah.
it's because they're my like idols, man. They're so cool.
We also didn't even like promise like, oh, at the end of this 5 minutes of rambling, you'll get something really cool.
We didn't at all.
No, it's just
nope. They were just
they were just 5 minutes of
You
rambling
are
they decided to
true-
listen to.
true fans.
You are in fact true fans.
All right, guys, it's been cool. I
Yeah.
think we're gonna sign off now.
That we are
This has been Townesian Theory
with Joe Beery.
and Andrew Towns.
Towns?
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 Towns.
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 Oh, Towns.
Towns.